the Maryland end. Colleen felt her heart rate double. "I am," she said. "It's beautiful." "I'll see you at the farm when it's over." The line went dead. It was time. Colleen threw open her coat and brought the weapon to her shoulder. Man, you should have seen the look on the first driver's face. Jonathan Graves shifted his BMW M6 into neutral to give his clutch leg a rest. "Next time I say yes to tickets," he said, "remind me that I hate traffic." Next to him, Father Dom D'Angelo shrugged. "I offered to drive." "You drive a piece of shit." He flashed a smile. "No offense." Dom laughed. "The diocese looks askance at priests who drive sports cars." "Surely God wants his representatives in better wheels than a Kia," Jonathan said. "I think I read somewhere that Satan drives a Kia." The car in front moved 6 feet, and Jonathan eased forward to keep up. "Isn't rush hour supposed to go the other way?" "I have a theory that rush hours just are," Dom said. "There's no why or rationale to them. Monday Night Football doesn't help." The Washington Redskins were scheduled to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys tonight at FedEx Field, and Jonathan had scored a couple of club-level seats. A lifelong Skins fan, despite their shameful failures in recent years, Jonathan remained forever hopeful that a winning season was possible. Clearly, that wasn't going to be this year. But games against the Cowboys were like Super Bowls unto themselves. A win against them could counter the humiliation of a 4-12 season. Well, almost. "If I had to sit in this traffic every day, I think I'd—" Sharp staccato hammering drew his attention to his left. The instant he heard it, Jonathan recognized it as automatic weapons fire. Close range, 5.56 millimeter ammunition, the same NATO round used in every U.S. theater of operation since the 1970s. He reacted reflexively, cupping Dom's neck at the spot where it joined his skull and pushing him down to the floor. "Down!" he shouted. Dom said something in protest, but Jonathan didn't care. He scanned the horizon for an escape route for the BMW, established that there weren't any, then slapped the transmission into neutral and pulled the parking brake. To his left, on the opposite span of the bridge, he saw a man die. He saw the spray of powdered glass, followed an instant later by the spray of pulverized brain matter. Then it happened again to a car adjacent to the first one. "Stay on the floor," Jonathan commanded, not waiting for an answer. He shouldered open his door and rolled out onto the roadway. One clueless idiot blew his horn at him, clearly unaware that he was part of a mass murder in progress. Jonathan ripped open the zipper to his jacket with his left hand, while his right hand found the grip of the customized Colt 1911 .45 that always rode high on his hip. Cocked and locked. He drew it. Across the way, on the southbound span, the shooter continued to unload dozens of bullets into a line of commuters. And on Jonathan's northbound stretch, people were just beginning to catch on. They leaned on their horns and several rammed each other in their haste to get out of the way. Panic blossomed around him, but for now, he didn't care. If he could shoot the shooter, the panic would subside on its own. If he could not, then maybe it would be justified. When there's nowhere for victims to run, a man with a rifle can inflict amazing damage. This particular shooter was not moving. Jonathan couldn't see him yet, but he could tell from the ripples of gunfire. He weaved through the jammed traffic, scanning the horizon for a target. As he passed a pickup truck, the driver threw his door open and yelled, "Hey, what do you think?" "Stay out of my way," Jonathan barked. "Get down." What about this situation did people not understand? As he turned the corner on the far side of a paneled van bearing the logo of a pastry company, Jonathan got his first glimpse of the shooter. He was tall and skinny, and draped in one of those flowing black coats that seemed to have become the uniform of murderers. From his bone structure, he could have been a girl. Jonathan's mind registered that he was young and white, but the glare of headlights made features difficult to discern. But that didn't matter, because the shooter was changing magazines, and he was not especially adept at it. The muzzle of his rifle, a Bushmaster, Jonathan now saw, was pointed harmlessly to the sky as he fumbled the effort to flip his quick-load mag. The shooter would never be more vulnerable. Jonathan gauged the distance at 40 yards, too far for a reliable shot to the head, so he took aim at the center of mass.